You ever been on a flight where the air smells like money-crisp leather seats hugging you like they own you, champagne fizzing in crystal glasses, and those fancy window shades that block out the world with a button? Yeah, that's first class on Sky Elite, taxiing out of JFK headed for Paris, and I'm telling you, it felt like stepping into a velvet dream. Until it turned into a nightmare wrapped in gray fuzz. Picture this, me Dr. Aisha Harlan, sinking into 1A, fresh off a board meeting in New York, my mind already half in Milan plotting the next fabric run for my company, Harlan Fabrics Re, the quiet giant stitching up the insides of half the jets flying today. But nobody knows that yet. Not the guy 2 rows up nursing his scotch like it's his last, not the lady across the aisle buried in her magazine, and sure as hell not the flight attendant. Karen, yeah, her name tag said Karen, because of course it did, was eyeing me like I snuck in through the cargo hold. It starts small, you know? Ordinary as a bad coffee. The cabin's dimming for takeoff, that soft hum building. And here comes Karen with her card. All smiles for the white folks, blush merino throws in deep navy, edged with silk, the kind that whispers, "You're elite," every time you pull it up. She hands one to Scotch Guy, unfolds it like it's a royal decree, and he just nods, all entitled ease. Then she gets to me, and bam, her smile freezes, eyes flicking over my braids, my simple silk blouse, like she's calculating if I paid for this seat or just charmed my way in. "Here you go, ma'am," she says, voice syrupy but sharp, dropping this sad, threadbare scrap on my lap. Economy class reject, thin as a motel towel, smelling faintly of bleach and regret. "This'll do just fine for you." Keeps things, you know, simple. The words hang there, heavy with that unspoken, "you don't really belong" vibe. And I swear, Scotch Guy's glass pauses mid-sip, a smirk tugging his lip like he's in on the joke. Across the aisle, magazine lady peeks over, brows arching just enough to say she gets it too. My stomach twists, not rage, not yet, but that old, familiar burn, the one from 20 years back when I was pitching Harlan Fabrics at that textile expo in Chicago, and some exec mistook me for the coffee girl, laughing, "Honey, go fetch the real boss." Built my empire on nights like that. Factories in Atlanta and Lyon churning out the very wool in those navy throws, the leather under every, but in this cabin $150 million deal, renewed every 4 years, because luxury doesn't weave itself. But here, I'm just the black woman who doesn't fit the frame, and Karen's standing there, hands clasped like she's won a round, waiting for me to squirm or snap. I don't. God, I don't. Instead, I lift that gray rag slow, like I'm inspecting a knockoff at a flea market, fold it once, twice, crisp as a business card, and set it on my tray table untouched, a silent middle finger. My fingers drift to the armrest, tracing the grain of that supple Italian hide-me hide, approved in a boardroom brawl 5 years ago, and I feel it ground me, that quiet fire flickering up from my gut. You know the one? The kind that says, "I've eaten worse than this." Remembering my mama, seamstress in Southside Atlanta, teaching me to stitch seams straight while whispering, "Baby, they can deny you the chair, but never the table." Karen lingers, posture all victory tilt, and leans in just a hair too close. Premium ones are for our premium guests, see? This one's practical. Her voice carries, a little louder now, fishing for those smirks to ripple wider, and damn if they don't, a couple chuckles bubbling up like bad champagne. Inside, I'm calculating, not exploding, because explosions are for folks who got nothing left to lose. I've got factories idling, contracts stacked like dominoes, one text away from Clause 17. Full supply freeze, no ifs, no appeals. But power? Nah, power's patient. It's the slow unravel, the kind that leaves you wondering how the floor dropped out. I meet her eyes steady, unblinking, dark as midnight oil and murmur, just loud enough for the row. Practical, huh? Interesting pick. 2 words, soft as smoke, but they land like a gut punch. Her smirk flickers, confusion cracking that fake poise, because she wanted tears or a scene, not this. This judgment, cool and collected, like I'm the one holding the clipboard. And that's when it shifts. Folks, the air thickens, passengers leaning in like they're sensing a storm in economy. Little hoodie girl 2 seats back, call her Mia, early 20s, earbuds dangling, scrolling TikTok like it's oxygen. Her thumb hovers, then taps record, casual as breathing, catching the gray lump against the navy luxury, my folded hands like a throne. First class snub. They hand her the dollar store special while y'all get the Ritz. She captions, hits post mid-taxi, and poof, it's out. A spark in the digital dry grass. By pushback, it's got 100 likes. By wheels up, thousands. Rag of respect trending quiet at first, then roaring Mia whispering to her screen. Watch her face, y'all. That's not defeat, that's plotting. Back in the cabin, Karen's pouring drinks now. All charm for Scotch guy, sir. Another? But when she hits my row, her hand shakes just a tad, splashing seltzer on the tray. I take the glass, nod gracious as a queen, and let the silence stretch her eyes darting away, that victory, souring into something sourer, like she just realized the joke's on her. Whispers build. Did you see that blanket? Nah, it's the way she said it. Scotch guy checks his phone, smirk gone, because now it's his throw he's clutching like a shield. Mia leans forward, eyes wide. Ma'am, you good? And I give her a half smile, the kind that says we're in this now, because in that nod, I see my younger self, the girl who filmed her first pitch rejection on a flip phone, turned it into fuel. The world's tilting, engines droning steady at 30,000 feet, but down below, headquarters in Atlanta's lighting up, social monitors blinking red, Sky Elite meltdown, Black exec gets trash blanket in premium, views spiking like a fever, exec scrambling. Who the hell is she? 10 minutes in, and the cabin's a pressure cooker, folks glancing my way, not pitying, but watching, like they know the fuse is lit. Karen circles back, chin high but voice wobbling. Ma'am, if it's not enough, I can grab one from Coach, that word coach like a slap, reminding me where she thinks I crawled from, her own grudge peeking through, maybe from years of scraping by in this job, resenting anyone who looks uppity without earning it the hard way she did. White girl from the suburbs clawing up in a man's world. Before I can breathe, magazine lady turns out her name's Elena, mid-50s, professor type with a no bullshit stare pops up from 3C. Excuse me, I saw that. You didn't pull that crap on anyone else, only her. What's your problem? The aisle freezes, murmurs swelling like thunder, Scotch guy shifting uneasy, and Karen snaps back.